Hey everybody, welcome back to Diana Banana Channel. Thank you for joining me. So today's goal is to straighten out some misinformation about protein. So first, to start, what is protein? Well, protein is organic compounds consisting of large molecules composed of chain amino acids. What? What does that even mean? Okay, this was what it means. It's a compound that's made from the sun and the soil, and it gets trapped in a vegetable, forms an amino acid, which is a protein. So it's like giving birth to a protein. All protein originates in plants. All proteins originate in plants. I don't think we all get that. All protein originates in plants. So, what does protein actually do? Protein aids the body in energy, builds muscle tissue, aids in cell activity, structure, function, transportation, and communication. Protein is also an antibody that binds to foreign particles to protect the body from bacteria and viruses. Now, there's millions of myths about protein. I'm going to cover 3 today, just 3. The first protein myth that we're going to cover is plant protein being inferior to animal protein. Like I said before, all protein originates in plants. So the problem is plant protein is considered incomplete because it doesn't have every single amino acid in it. For example, if you just eat spinach all day, every day, it's true, you're not going to get the adequate amount of protein needed. However, if you diversify your plants and have something like potatoes and spinach and beans and more beans and broccoli, you're diversifying your plants and you'll get a complete plant protein. Okay, so other positives of plant protein, which is going to be the opposite of animal protein, so just a forewarning. So plant protein lowers blood pressure, cholesterol, and body weight. Plant protein lowers the risk of heart disease, strokes, and cancers. The next myth, high protein diets are healthy. Now, this one's a little tricky. Plant exclusive protein diets are healthy. If you're eating plants that are high in protein, then yes, it's a very healthy diet. However, if it's animal protein diets, you run the risk of cancer, heart disease, organ failure even, and it's likely you're constipated. Nobody wants to be constipated. It's the most uncomfortable feeling, and we've all felt it. Okay, third myth. Everyone needs the same amount of protein, and more the better. No. Okay, so no. The human body does not store protein. We're not capable of it. And what the human body actually needs in protein can be measured by a cup easily. This is all of us too. This isn't exclusive men, women. It can all be measured by 1 cup. Okay, so there's my 3 myths. We're going to move on to a measurement of protein. Let's take out our protein calculator, shall we? The average adult with mild activity needs 0.36 grams per pound, which is 0.013 ounces for those mathematicians out there. 0.013 ounces per pound. of body weight. So I'll give you a great example. Myself, I weigh about 115 pounds. I have a moderate activity level. I need about 42 grams of protein a day, which is 1.48 ounces, which is 1/3 cup of protein. Now, my activity recently has dropped, so I actually need less protein now because my body just doesn't, it will not burn it off. Now, with the increase in activity, let's face it, most of us aren't running triathlons or doing heavy athleticism or in the Olympics. Athletes definitely need more protein. The other type of person that would need more protein is children. If you're over 18, you probably don't need as much as you think you do. Okay, so to give another example, and I tried my best to make it 1 cup of protein for you guys. An average male between 200 to 250 pounds, and this is a stretch, with low to moderate activity level. Guys, you only need about a cup of protein. And a cup of protein isn't that much. Protein is in like everything. I am so sorry if that was terribly confusing. That was not my intention. Okay, I get it. You don't measure your food by cups. I don't typically measure my food by cups. So we're going to stick with grams. Take your weight, multiply it by 0.36. That's how many grams you need a day. So I looked up some basic meals that people typically eat. And this is really basics. Chicken breast has 54 grams of protein. Most fish is 20 to 35 grams, which I know is a large scale, so about just average it 25 grams. And this is bare basics. This is without gravy. This is without sauce. Meat in the cheesesteak, and that's just meat. That's before bread and cheese and any other toppings. Cheese itself is 25 grams of protein, which is a lot. A plain pizza slice, 1 slice, is 11 grams. I don't know if you remember my needs for protein. It was 42 grams. Okay, so for me to eat any of this would be too much. Okay, I'll take you through one meal I have, because I pretty much only eat once a day. I usually have broccoli. What comes from my broccoli is about 6 grams of protein. Potatoes, I usually eat about 3 potatoes a day, 3 baked potatoes, sometimes mashed. 3 potatoes is 11 grams of protein. Beans, you can easily do 3 to 5 cups of beans. I'm sorry, we're just sticking to grams, which is about 21 grams. The one meal I eat a day is probably about 38 grams of protein. I also like a big leafy green salad, which is probably about another 5 to 6 grams of protein, which would pretty much put me at about 43 grams of protein, which is pretty much all my body needs to maintain 115 pounds. Don't calorie restrict, just change the contents of your food. Anyway, so if you're trying to maintain the body weight that you have right now, 0.36 times the body weight you want, that's all the protein you really need. High protein sources of food, nuts and seeds and beans. Beans, they're good for your heart. The more you eat, the better gut kick start. So eat beans with every meal, and the quicker full your stomach will feel. Literally. Just eat your beans. There's so many songs about it. That's it for Diana today. Like it. Give me a share. Subscribe and comment if you dare. Diana.